Hi dear students, welcome you all on the behalf of Rahul Anand tutorial. So as you know that I am Rahul Anand and this is somewhat around my channel whose name is actually the Rahul Anand tutorial. So now let's begin with a very interesting topic which are often being asked in terms of your needs of the Aiims. So now, so these are literally belonging from which of the chapters of your book? So these are belonging from the genetics. Now, so if I am telling you about the genetics, the thing you have to remember that what? So go with the name. So here is the name, which is actually the Batson. So Batson is whom? So he is known as the father of genetics. Fine. So the word genetics was being proposed by whom? The word genetics was proposed by only the Batson. So you could often find here on the board. Now, so let's try to. So when we are talking about this in the genetics, so you have to understand about the certain facts. Such as genetics is what? So it is the combination of the heredity plus variation. So heredity means what? The transfer of the trait from the parents or either the ancestor to what? To their offspring. Now, so if I am telling you about the offspring, it will be what? So it will be the young generation as well as the ancestor, you know. So these are the parents. So what do you mean by that? In the heredity. So transfer of the trait from what? From the ancestor or parents to what? To the offspring. So you could often find here. So now, let's talk about what are the characteristics with reference to these your hereditary characteristics. So this will be what? So this will be the diabetes. So your diabetes is often being divided further, such as the hypoglycemia, often the hyperglycemia, as well as the baldness, fine, as well as what? As well as the other dimple etc. So you could find here, the baldness, the diabetes, dimple etc. Now, so let's talk about these. So what are actually these? Mean the variation. When we are talking about the variation, so these are what? So genetic variation is the variation in what? Here. In the DNA sequence of what? Of actually its genome. So primarily, when I am talking about these, mean what are actually the genome. So it will be what? So the genome is having the unique potential of what? So it will be having the genetic characteristics as well as each genome is having the unique sequence of what? The DNA editing. Finally. So genome is what? So each genome is having the complete set of what? So each genome is having the complete set of the genetic instruction. Now, so you could often find that when we are having the certain types of the person who actually consume the here mean the alcoholic products or either the cigarette, etc. or either the alcohol. What happens? Literally, there will be change in the genetic sequence. After that, what will happen? There will be the development of the cancer-like symptoms. So you know about the cancer. So when we are talking about this, mean the variation. So you could understand that what? So the baby which will be produced or either the offspring which will be produced. So it will be what? It will be just similar like their parents. But when we try to compare with reference to its identity or on the basis of the identical, so it will be resembling the same types of the characteristics as well as the features to whom as like their parents. But when we compare this in terms of the identity level, what will happen? The identity will be not found. So you could often popularly find here on the board here. Now, so the difference between the organisms, it will be considered as what? It will be considered as the variation. So the difference between them means what? The organisms in terms of the similar species. It will be considered as what? It will be considered as the variation. Now, so if I am telling you about the species, what does it actually mean? So the organism which could produce the offspring which look like similar to their parents, or either the offspring will look like as their parents. Fine. So it will be coming under what? So it will be coming under the species case. So now let's try to discover what are the classical genetics here. So when we are talking about this, means about the gradient or mandal. So he was belonging from which of the region? So he was belonging from what? He was belonging from the Austria, literally from the bird, as well as the Hagendorf village. So you could popularly find here on the board here, the Hagendorf village. Now, when we are talking about his family member, so he was belonging from what? So he was literally belonging from the poor gardening family. So, why? He was at the age of the what? 18 years. He was gone to where? So he went to the monastery of the bird, and his title as well as the name with reference to what? With reference to the grazer. Why is so? This is due to because he went there, means what? In terms of the Athenians, where? Into the bird, as well as he got the profession, which is actually what? Which was the actually role of the priest. Thus, there he got the title, which title is what? So that title is actually the greater. Finally. Now, so literally, when we are trying to talk with reference to these means Mandel's experiment, so he performed his experiment on what? So he performed his experiment on the pea plant. Fine. What this means Mandel performed his experiment. So it was with reference to the 15 years. So when we are talking about this means Mandel performed his experiment on what? On the pea plant. For how many years? For actually the 7 years. So it was about 1856 to 1863. Now, so when we are talking about this, means his struggle was published where? So his struggle means what? His result on term of the Mandel published his result. On what era? So it was published on 1865. So you could often find here on the board here. 1865. Now, let's talking about this means when Mendel died where? So he died where? So he actually died in 1884. Due to what? Due to the dropsy disease. So primarily, when I'm talking about the dropsy disease, the thing you have to understand that dropsy is what? It is a kind of disease known as the what? The kidney heart failure. Find it. Kidney heart defect or either the kidney heart failure. So this is somewhat the case with reference to your genetics. In terms of the introduction, in which we have dealt about what? So in which we have dealt about the bad stuff as well as the genetics, often the variation. So what are actually the heredity of it? In turn, we have often dealt with the classical genetics as well as who is known as the father of classical genetics and the big quiet history of what? The greater John Mundell. So I thought we have I thought we have got the concept with reference to the Ravalana tutorial. So if you like the work with reference to the education or in the lectures, so you could often subscribe, like as well as comment below in the text. Thus I will be knowing that what concept actually you are hungry for or what haven't you understood or rather got. So very thank you. With reference to what? With reference to the Ravalana tutorial. Very thank you.